1,000 miles in 2020? At least something went right. How's it going, runners? My name is Justin Thompson. I'm your average running PT, and I help the average runner achieve their own personal elite status. If that's something you guys are into, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button and click the bell so you know when the next video comes out. So as I've reached this 1,000-mile milestone, I wanted to just take pause and be grateful, because it's something that not everybody does over the course of a year, is running 1,000 miles. I mean, I just kind of put it together that I could run from my house here in Gainesville to my mom's house in Arkansas and cover 1,000 miles. That's about the distance that I have run in 2020 so far. So, and I've still got like 3 weeks or so until the end of the year, so there's obviously a little bit more that's going to be coming. But that's not the point of this. The point of this entire video here is to just show that consistency is important. I looked on my Strava and it showed me I had run a little over 1,000 miles. I think it's 1,008. I'll put that right over here. But it also showed that I had done 265 runs over the course of the last year. Now, we've gotten through 340 days of this year, and the fact that I've run 265 times in 340 days, that to me is a big time sign of consistency that I have never ever had in my entire running life. Okay, so this is the reason I believe why I have improved so much from day one to now. Now, what is that improvement? How much have I really improved from day one to now? Well, remember that if we can go all the way back to one of my first videos, I think it was like my 5th video I ever posted, and I'll put it right over here. Basically what happened was I ended up kind of training for about 3 months with just MAF training to see what I could do with my 5K. And what I basically figured out was that just consistency and doing nice, easy training ended up putting me at 1 minute and 12 seconds or something like that. 1 minute and 14 seconds, I think, faster for a 5K than I had done 3 months prior. That's a big jump, right? So back in October 31st, it was Halloween, I remember this, of 2019. So now it's 2020, and it's the beginning of December, so it's been a little over a year since then. I ran a 5K and barely broke 21 minutes. Okay, so let's kind of put together how far have I really come. I ran 20 minutes and like 52 seconds, I think it was, on October 31st, 2019. And then I did, a few months of MAF training and ran a 19-minute and 39-second 5K back in March of this year. Okay, so the improvement from October 31st to early March was massive, right? So I improved by, I think it was 1 minute and 14 seconds. Now, since even then, March, 19 minutes and 39 seconds for a 5K. I did another one in November, just a month ago. Ran 19:09. Sorry, my my voice is going a little bit. I just ran in the cold, so I'm coming out from that. But I ran a 19:09 about a month ago. Okay, so here I am now. I have another 5K time trial in 2 days where I am trying to go sub 19 for the first time in 15 years. 15 years. I haven't done that since high school. Okay, high school. I'm 32 years old now. I was 17 years old when I did this. When the last time I ran under 19 minutes for a 5K. So it's just going to show that the consistency of running 1,000 miles in 1 year 265 runs in 340 days. The consistency over time is what is getting me to a point where I feel like I'm almost feeling like I'm in high school again. The way that I'm feeling, the way that I'm running. Maybe not quite the way that I'm recovering, but at least, you know, the type of training that I'm doing is very smart and very consistent. And it's going to hopefully help me bust through that sub-19 barrier and end up being back in that land of sub-19 for the first time since high school. So just something I wanted to bring to you guys today, something that I can encourage you guys with. 1,000 miles, that may not be a lot for some of you. Some of you may be running 2,000 or 3,000 miles in a year. And for that's incredible. And maybe I'll be there one day. But for right now, 1,000 miles in 2020, in a year like 2020 that's been just crazy, something's going right, and I'm really, really excited about it. You know, I'll be putting out maybe another goals video towards the end of 2020 here. We've got another 3 weeks until the end of the year. I'll probably put out a goal. I'll kind of evaluate what do I want to achieve in terms of mileage next year, assuming everything goes right, there's no injuries or anything like that. I'll probably put out a mileage goal for that. I'm thinking, like, in my head right now, I've got 1,500 in my head, but again, I need to reevaluate, see what my goals are for the entire year as far as racing and things like that. But really excited, 1,000 miles in 2020. So it's all about consistency, okay? It's all about consistency, and I want you guys to head out there, you know, get out there as often as you can, as safely as you can, okay? Consistency is what's going to help build the tolerance to increased mileage too. So it may not start with long runs of, you know, 5, 8, 12, 15 miles. I'm not running 15 miles. I run 11 miles. That's the farthest I've run so far. But I started with like 2 miles at a time. I started with like 15 minutes at a time and gradually built myself up from that and hit 1,000 miles this year. I think if I'm starting at a more fit place, I can definitely get to 1,500 for next year, but we'll talk about that later. But for right now, head on out there, seek your elite. God bless, and I'll see you next time. And wish me luck for my 5K in 2 days.